This is how I help my client announce their new product on national news. One of my existing clients, who's a car manufacturer, reached out because they were going to make a major announcement and go on the national news on Bloomberg. And they didn't just want it to look like a typical way most people zoom in. They wanted to look high quality because what the products they make are high quality, right? So they wanted us to come in there and do it correctly. So I brought in my camera card, ended up using the Sony FX6 with a 50mm G Master 1.4 lens to make sure my client could actually see the anchors. I decided to use a teleprompter, but instead of actually putting any text on it, I put a monitor there so that way the client was able to get a feed from the Zoom call. And then I used a surveillance style headset so he could actually hear them without causing any audio echo. And we decided to place them on the factory floor just because that is what people want to see, right, for a car manufacturer. And this ended up looking really good considering we only had about 30-40 minutes to set up and get all the technical side done. So this manufacturer is really cool. They build these retro cars with modern day technologies from scratch. And these are licensed products. So I love working with them. It's so much more exciting work than normally what we're doing, where we're just doing CEO, interviews and B-roll and things like that. What was exciting about this project was not just being able to help them go national, make this announcement, but also learning about this new project because they're developing a 1969 Boss Mustang, which is a very rare vehicle if you're into cars. And they're building that from scratch, so which is amazing. And I was just back there in a few weeks after this shoot, and I had Andrew with me, who's an incredible FPV pilot, and he was really excited because, not every day you get to go around and zip your FPV drone in a car factory, right? He brought, I think, the Avata 2. He also had like a custom drone with the DJI Active 5 Pro on it. And we essentially got to do a lot of cool moves, and we caught a lot of great footage. I'll show some here on the screen. Obviously, we didn't do any of the post on this. That was their in-house team. And that's another thing I want to talk about. A lot of people say, oh, this company's in-house videographers or whatever, we can't work with them. But as you see, this client is in a perfect example. They have an in-house videographers and editors that do their typical YouTube video because it doesn't make sense for them to have a budget to bring a production crew like us out. But for their major projects or projects that they can't handle is where we come in. So it's a good partnership between us and them where we're that high-end option when they need it. So I would never get discouraged if you meet or build a relationship with a company that has an in-house team thinking, oh, that means you can't get work. You absolutely can. As long as you set yourself as the expert, you master craft that an in-house person could never do because they don't have the access to resources and training that, you would when you're doing this all the time for various different clients. The FPV shoot was so fun. There's such a change of pace. And it was really cool. I was able to direct. Andrew had this iPad from me so I could see the view from his goggles. So I was able to direct him, design the moves and things like that. So that was really helpful. And what was exciting was when you do great work is how you get more work. So since we've helped this client in the past, we have a relationship, they love what we did by helping them go on Bloomberg. They not only called us back to come do an FPV style tour of the factory, but they also signed us up to do a 12-part series about this vehicle. So we were going to capture it from the beginning to end, from the concept to essentially launch at the LA Auto Show. So I'll be doing more vlogs kind of showing you that, and it's a lot of excitement's coming, a lot of track shoot days. Do the YouTube thing and subscribe if you want to see more of those vlogs that are going to be coming up.